Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 3 de Runaway 2, O Sonho da Tartaruga. Ontem fiz o elogio a Lokelane e aos havaianos em geral, mas esqueci de citar o primeiro achado filosófico do jogo, decorrente justamente da experiência de Lokelane com os homens. Quando o Brian estranhou que ela gostasse até dos mais velhos, ela doutrinou sobre a essência dos relacionamentos. Idade, tipo físico, tipo psicológico, não importam. São apenas o invólucro. Por dentro, todos os homens são iguais. Meninos que jamais deixam de brincar de soldado, de bola e de carrinho. Se uma mulher gosta de crianças, saberá lidar perfeitamente com qualquer um deles. O Brian cumpriu a primeira parte do plano, que era obter um meio de transporte para a fuga. Conseguiu a lancha do surfista Knife. O tal monge mudo não era monge nem mudo. É Joshua, que voltou de Truncator com a missão de contatar o cientista Dr. Simon. O passo seguinte agora é infiltrar-se no acampamento militar, em busca de Dina. Se eu quero ir para o acampamento militar, tenho que falar com o meu subordinado, Sargento O'Connor. Senhor, sim, senhor.
Soldier O'Connor.
Sir, yes, sir.
Leve-me ao campo.
Take me to the camp.
Shoot, sir, I can't. People would be surprised to see a civilian snooping around. Someone would recognize you and it would mess up your plans, sir.
Well, whether I'm recognized or not is my problem.
I know you're testing me, and I'll end up with my butt in jail if I fall into your trap. So I'm forced to say, no, sir.
I was told that nobody would bug me if I came in with Soldier O'Connor.
No, sir. Only Professor Pignon is authorized to enter the camp with me, sir.
Who's Professor Pignon?
I've never seen him, sir. I only know that when he gets here, I'm supposed to drive him to the camp and remain at his orders as long as he's on the island, sir. Ah, and I was given a photo. Look.
Which one is he? The monobrow with the wart?
No, sir. The old one is Professor James Simon. Good guy. He retired a year ago, more or less.
So, Pignon is the young one.
Geez, sir. You are a sharp tack. I never would have guessed that in my life.
Então agora eu já sei também quem é o Dr. Simon que o Joshua está procurando. Ele deixou o trabalho no local. E então eu vou precisar dessa foto aí, se eu vou me disfarçar de Dr. Pignon com os equipamentos da Lokelane.
Have you considered I could have you drawn and quartered for giving away confidential info?
You've got me between a rock and a hard place, sir. I'm damned if I lie, and I'm damned if I tell the truth. I'm just a foot soldier who can't compete with your devilish West Point logic, sir.
Daqui a pouco eu vou pedir para você subir na árvore de novo para roubar a foto.
Do you know how he'll get here?
I guess you'll be tired, sir.
I meant, what mode of transportation will he arrive in?
I don't know, sir. But whether by plane, train, boat, or swimming, you can't deny he'll be tired. Especially if he comes swimming, sir.
Let's talk about something else.
As you order, sir.
I need you to climb that tree again.
I thought that my earlier demonstration would be sufficient, sir.
The thing is, while you're up there, I'm gonna take advantage and steal your stuff.
Very funny joke, sir. If I were allowed to laugh while on duty, I would be in hysterics. But all I can do is go up this tree and hope no one can hear my laughter down here, sir.
A foto está dentro do livro?
Yes, now is the time. I bet he won't notice. Mine. I sure hope O'Connor doesn't notice it's missing.
Lokelane.
Hey, Lokelani.
What's on your mind, Kaimi?
Tell me about that movie magic makeover software again.
Grease Paint Pro? Isn't it unbelievable?
Could you use Grease Paint Pro to make me look like somebody else?
Yeah, but you'd have to bring me a picture of the person you want to look like, and one of yourself.
Why don't you take my picture? I bet you have the latest state-of-the-art digital camera.
Had is the word. That's the only trouble when your boyfriend is a professional thief.
Dos namorados, ladrão, roubou a máquina dela. Eu vou ter que ir lá na máquina da praia que tá toda estrupiada.
What were we chatting about?
All you men are the same. You're so busy looking at our cleavage, you can't pay attention to what we're saying. So it makes no difference. We can talk about whatever you wish.
I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
Tenho a foto aqui, uma delas, pelo menos.
Here you go, Lokilani. The first of the photos you asked me for.
I'm afraid you made the trip for nothing. Until I have them both, I can't start to work my makeup magic.
Don't worry, I'll have the other one in a jiffy.
Yes, Kaimi. I'll wait for you here.
Então, para fazer a máquina funcionar, primeiro de tudo eu tenho que ligar a energia. E para ligar a energia lá, eu tenho que desligar em outro lugar. Que não pode ser onde o Knife está surfando, no touro mecânico. E não pode ser o bar também. Esses dois aqui eu não posso desligar. Eu tenho que ligar esse daqui das fotos na praia. 5 amperes. Vou ter que desligar o do apartamento da Lokelane. Ainda bem que ela não está lá. Agora só falta todo o resto, fazer funcionar.
Yeah. Let's see if Lokilani is right.
Tem que achar uma
Man,
ficha.
it's dark. Who knows what's crawling around down there? There might be a token under the boards, but it's pitch black underneath. There was nothing as far as my arm could stretch anyway.
O que eu tenho para pegar lá? Não deve ser.
I doubt it'd fit in there.
Catador de metais? Não, sei que a ficha é metálica. Usar o bebom?
Try to get the long-tailed troublemaker to go under there, grab a token and give it to me? That would rank #1 on any list of outlandish ideas, but in my particular case, I've done nuttier things and they've worked out in the end. Knowing that lemur's nasty ways, I doubt this'll work. But times are desperate. Come on, little guy. Bring a pretty token to nice old Uncle Brian. That's it, you lovable furball. In you go. I wonder if he's actually following my instructions or lunching on sand crabs. Hello? Good primate. Hey, wait! More whiskey, you sauced little scamp? No? What now? Beer. This is insane! Well, I guess I have no choice but to find my alcoholic lemur a brewski. I'm enslaved to a boozed-up simian. He's pretty darn good at drawing, though.
Uma cerveja.
Lokilani, I wanted to ask you for something.
Oh, sorry. I must be the worst waitress in the Pacific. What can I do for you, Kaimi?
No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to chat with you.
Ele disse que não, mas ele quer uma bebida, sim. Me dê uma cerveja, por favor.
I've been walking around in the sun for so long, I'm parched. Give me a beer, please.
Sure thing. That'll be $2.
Well, the truth is, I don't have a cent on me, but I'll pay you back. You can trust me.
Sorry, my boss doesn't let customers run a tab, and I don't trust men that much. While we're on that topic, there's something I wanted to mention.
I'm listening.
Here's the thing. I get the impression that you never listen to me when I'm talking to you, and it really bums me out.
But do you think I would have spent so much time with you if I didn't like hearing you describe the island, your work, your boyfriends?
That's easy to say, but I need you to demonstrate it. I've got it. I'll ask you a few questions about my ex-boyfriends, and if you're right, I'll give you a beer on the house.
Well, so far I haven't really gotten their names straight, I admit. Plus, you might ask me about a boyfriend you've never mentioned.
That must mean we need more quality time together. Ready?
If I must.
I had a Central European boyfriend who bears a great resemblance to the Colonel. What was his name? Kaimi?
Milo é o único nome conhecido aqui.
Milo?
Well, alright, but that one was a cinch. I also went out with a Polynesian dude. His name was...
Lopati é o único conhecido.
Lopati.
Not bad. Now let's see if you can remember which of my exes was of Indian origin.
Tiru. Faruk, não, esses outros nomes.
Tiru.
Very good. Now for the last one. Which of my ex-boyfriends had the same name as you?
That one I know. Brian.
Now, did you think I'd make it that easy? I want his last name.
That's not fair. Plus, I'm sure you never mentioned it.
Well, of course I mentioned it, silly.
I swear you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
All right, stop it. I mentioned it, period. If you don't remember, that's your problem. Spit it out.
Eu comprei uma discussão e não uma contradição apenas, uma teimosia. Não é o Brian De Palma, nem o Brian Adams, nem o Brian Ferry, nem o Brian Haskell, nem o Brian Wilson, Brian Russell.
Russell.
Oh, Kaimi. Finally a guy who knows how to listen to a girl. Come here, you've earned a free beer. Though I don't know if I have any left after Kai and Knife's daily 7-beer brunch. Oh, you're in luck. There's one left.
Thanks, Lokilani. It is truly ice cold. If that deadbeat monkey gets a sore throat, I hope nobody blames me.
Are you alright, Kaimi? You look like you're out of it.
Me? Not at all. I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
Eu ia dizer Brian Idiota, né? Porque a cacatua sempre completa. Brian Estúpido, Brian Idiota, Brian Paspalho. Mas eu não lembro de ela ter falado Russell. Pus só porque os outros eram diretores de cinema, artistas da música, jogador de futebol americano, cerveja.
Little demon, look what your slave brought. I hope he doesn't pass out down there. Little demon? Why, you... That's better. It's so much easier to get tokens back on Coney Island. Well, kid, nice to have met you, but I think it's time to go our separate... Oh, jeez, he's hitting the bottle again. Where would he end up if I wasn't taking care of him?
Vamos fazer a foto, então.
Yeah, but first, look at Lonnie! come get in a picture with me.
Okay, coming.
It'd be a waste to leave one of those face holes empty. Plus, if things don't work out, at least I'll have a photo of myself surfing in Hawaii with a majorly hot native. Gotta think of the consolation prize. Okay, she's almost here. Stick it in. Hurry, the timer's running. Well, wasn't that fun?
Sure. Hey, I'm heading back to the bar. I don't like to leave Aolani alone for long.
Oh.
Looks like it came out nice. Perfect. You can tell from a mile away that those bodies are fake, but I like it anyway.
Ah, por que a Lokelani já não levou a foto? É pra ela mesma?
Look, Ilani, look at this. See? I brought you the other one in no time.
Dude, you never cease to impress me. Well, anyway, I'm going to my hut to scan the pics. Depending on what Grease Paint Pro says, I'll know whether I have everything I need to do your makeover.
Should I go with you?
No, it'll just take a few minutes. You'd better stay here and keep an eye on Aolani.
All right, but first let me see if the electricity's on at your house.
Ah, é, faltou isso.
Like I was saying, the lever was lowered. Good thing I came.
It's ready, whenever you want.
Kissy kid, who's gonna be a good boy now? Mama's only going to be a minute, so in the meantime, Aolani will play with Uncle Kaimi, won't he?
Don't worry, I'll take care of the parrot.
Cockatoo, Kaimi. It's a cockatoo.
Whew. Finally, some peace and quiet. Maybe I'll have myself a drink. And despite what Lokelani said, I'm sure there's some beer.
Come, hey! You dumb furbag. Now look what you did. Can't I mention the word beer without having a drunken lemur ruin my day? Now I'll have to go find that parrot before Oh no. She's coming back already. Can't let her see me. Oh man, where can I hide? That was a close one.
Preciso
And now
me
I
esconder.
have to go hunt down a foul-mouthed parrot. It's the only way to keep Lokelani from hating me forever. Which is not what I want.
Kaimi, where were you?
Crap. She's gonna make me walk the plank.
Não adiantou.
Hi, Lokelani.
What's up? Should we head for my hut?
It wasn't my fault that... Huh?
I said I have everything ready for your makeover. Plus, I brought you a gift. Here.
Wow. Is that what I'm gonna look like? You are one full-on artist. And you didn't even get mad about what happened to Aolani. You're amazing.
Aolani? What's the matter with my cute little... Hey, where's Aolani? My poor little birdie. Where in the world could he be?
So, should we start heading for your hut then?
I hope you have an explanation for this.
Yeah, well, where to begin? You see, suddenly like 10 or 20 drunken lemurs showed up. So I jumped onto the bar, brandishing a bottle of scotch, and warned them, "Back, you filthy beasts, or you'll get a taste of my jagged-edged bottle." Then they said, "Blast it, this roguish fiend must be selling his grog for a hefty sum." I started swinging and hitting left and right until... Invading hordes from the confines of the jungle, I finally managed to safeguard your fine establishment. However, upon my return, Aolani had vanished. Pretty freaky, huh?
Scotch? Lemurs? Men, you go around promising this and that, and then a girl walks away for 2 seconds, and you just disappear and forget everything. My dear Kaimi, If you think I'm going to help you after this, then you're dumber than the rest of the members of your sex put together. Now scram, Buster. I don't want to see your face at my bar.
Brian, you idiot.
Did you hear what I heard? That little weasel must be somewhere around here. Come on, I'm going after him. I guess I deserve all this for having such an exotic, poorly mannered pet. But she should have stuck that bird to its perch with glue. Anyway, there's no use just talking about it now. I'll go look for him. Maybe if I bring him back, I can get onto Lokelani's good side again.
Eu também tenho que trocar não, pôr de volta. Pôr de volta não, pôr a nova foto lá pro Soldado O'Connor no livro dele. Pra depois ele pensar que sou eu, o professor.
Come on, you've got to get that darn bird back, pronto. I'll tell O'Connor to climb up and get him. And in the meantime, I'll take the opportunity to slip the doctored photo into his book. That'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Hey, O'Connor, there's a parrot up in that palm tree. Use that training of yours to get it down here, ASAP.
Sir, yes, sir.
No!
No! Poor little beast, you killed it! Oh, man. Better hide the carcass quick before Lokelani sees it. Lucky thing my pockets are huge and I can keep Aolani far from Little Demon. Everyone knows how wild animals can get after a long siesta. It's strange, though. I didn't see any blood or a bullet hole.
Of course not, sir. I shot 1 millimeter above its head. Just enough for the speeding bullet to make it fall.
What? But it's dead as a doorknob.
Must have been the scare, sir. You didn't mention the bird had a weak heart, sir. In that case, I should have used stones, which are almost as effective, but not so frightening.
Are you pulling my leg?
Negative, sir. Do you know any man able to shoot someone with just 1 bullet from a distance of 1 kilometer in a headwind?
No.
Me neither.
Não existe.
Is that all? Don't you have anything else to say?
Do you need more information, sir? What about?
Just forget it. Don't try to find any hidden meaning. I didn't get that either. By the way, when I commented on killing 2 birds with 1 stone, I didn't mean it to be so literal. Anyway, at least the doctored photo is now in place. As for the bird, who knows? I guess I'll need a miracle now. It's a bit imposing to know he comes from a long line of witch doctors.
Ressuscitava pássaros mortos. Até pássaro morto.
It's probably a waste of time, but I've been helped out in stranger ways. Kai, I bet you can also revive poultry, like your grandpa.
I'm not so sure, Brian. I haven't seen poultry around here anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
Would a parrot do?
Hey, brah. That's Aolani. What happened to him?
Well, I guess he kind of flew to bluer skies, but...
Bluer skies? No, brah. He's not fully dead. Just kinda dead. Which means he's slightly unalive, or what we could call provisionally dead. I think the technical expression the kahunas use is, he has a life ache. I don't think I can help the brah out. But even so, there's a little problem. I could only try to revive him in the Hawaii where my grandpa lived, in his witch doctor hut. And I can't remember where that's at, brah.
But didn't you say your grandpa used to take you there a lot?
Yeah, but I was just a little tyke, and I never paid attention to the directions. I looked for it like 1,000,000 times, but no can do, brah. I remember it was like toward the northwest of the island. There were a bunch of graves by it and, well, that's all. Plus, without my leg, I'd need some amazing airs to reach that part of the island.
Darn, I thought I had the answer to my troubles. I'll have to attempt to locate that hut. But if the soldiers are keeping watch on most of the island, I doubt they'll let me search all over the place.
Colocar o exército para descobrir.
It seems like a bit much for this place. Where on earth do they think we're at? Pearl Harbor? I'd like to talk with the Colonel again.
Again? You're lucky I'm so friendly. Anyone else would have sent you packing. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, that civilian from before wants to talk to the Colonel again. All right, Felton, accompany the civilian into the Colonel's tent.
As you order. Leslie, this is the guy who wants to have a word with the Colonel.
One moment, my Colonel. Uh-huh. I've taken note, my Colonel. Well, Mr. Basco, wait here.
To belittle ya? No. It's such an outlandish surname that nobody will suspect it's fake. If the troops knew I sired a dim-witted boob like you, they'd lose their confidence in me, and I'd be shafted. You get it, son?
Well, if I could think of something that would work.
Cabana na ilha.
I may not get anywhere by doing this, but what the heck.
One other thing, what was that about releasing some girl? You're two-timing mommy, aren't you?
What I do or don't do in this camp is none of your business. Out of my sight, flower pot.
You can come in, Mr. whatever you're called.
Thanks.
I see you're still alive, civilian boy. Did you finally come to tell me what the heck you're doing on my island?
The truth is, I came to see whether I could pick up that waitress at Luana Beach.
That's a lost war, son. From the lieutenant colonel to the latrine scrubber, all my men have tried. But that lady is the toughest coconut to crack in the Pacific. What about you? Have you tried?
I don't want to talk about that girl. I don't even think she's attractive.
Either you're lying or you're dumber than I thought. Anyway, I still don't know what you're doing on my island.
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Just for the record, you're not leaving because you wanna. You're leaving because I threw you out. Make like a bee and buzz off.
Só para fazer horas.
Trucks, tanks.
Ou para fazer horas, como diz aquela que jamais disse isso. Porque ele tem que voltar lá agora para pegar as coordenadas da cabana na selva.
I'd like to talk with the Colonel again.
Again? You're lucky I'm so friendly. Anyone else would have sent you packing. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, that civilian from before wants to talk to the Colonel again. All right, Felton, accompany the civilian into the Colonel's tent.
As you order.
Well, Mr. Basco, wait here.
Oh, forget it. Better not go too far, or they'll catch me. I don't like military helmets. Well, perhaps I could use it as a mixing bowl to prepare peanut butter. But right now, I'm fighting another battle. With all these military guys around, I better keep my hands off everything. No, I've heard they put bromides in the coffee, and I'm not in the mood. It's holding a couple of pens, a mechanical pencil, and an eraser.
The coordinates of the uninhabited hut are 24 minutes, 38.1 seconds north, and 157 degrees, 2 minutes, and 10 seconds west.
I better jot that down before I forget.
And why in blue blazes would I care about that? Pull those shirt tails out of your breeches. You're not in grammar school anymore.
I wish I had a GPS. Then I could enter those coordinates and find Kai's grandpa's hut in 2 shakes of a parrot's tail.
Out of my sight, flower pot.
You can come in, Mr. whatever you're called.
Thanks.
I see you enjoy ticking me off. Answer. What are you doing on my island?
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Mosey along, civilian.
Agora que eu tenho as coordenadas, o meu soldado O'Connor é que vai poder me levar lá.
Soldier O'Connor.
Sir,
Me
yes,
leve
sir.
nessas coordenadas. GPS? Pensei que ele ia me levar direto.
You weren't equipped with a GPS device by any chance, were you?
Shoot, sir. I knew you'd find me out in the end.
Excuse me?
I've been a fool, sir. I should have told you from the very beginning.
Told me what?
I lost it, sir.
The GPS?
Yes, sir. I swear I had it when I left the camp, because I kept checking my coordinates before lunch. Then this rowdy kid came and chased me around. Maybe someone took advantage and stole it from me then, sir.
Well, don't get your khakis in a knot over it.
I will accept my punishment with honor and integrity, sir.
Nobody's gonna punish you, O'Connor. However, if you do remember where you left it, or who might have stolen it from you, let me know.
Thank you, sir.
Return to your position, soldier. And remember, I'm watching you.
At your orders, sir!
Que roubou o GPS?
Alright, I'm sure Knife was exaggerating a bit. How could a cute little boy be so evil? Look at him. Just an innocent child playing with his console. I'll go talk to the cute thing. Hello, Koala. Wanna chat with Uncle Brian? Well, I'll take that as a yes. Don't you know how to talk yet? Well, this is just what I needed. Getting this kid to speak is gonna cause more blood, sweat, and tears than it did with Joshua. He doesn't seem to have anything I need anyway, though. That toy looks like a superhero from the comics. Round Lantern? No, it was Green Lamp. Well, it was some light with some color. I can't see the screen, but from the sound. Wait a minute. O'Connor said he lost his GPS when he was chasing after some rowdy kid. Of course, it all adds up. Kai and Knife went to have their beer brunch at Lokelani's bar, and in the meantime, Koala was driving O'Connor nuts and stole the GPS, thinking it was a video game console. The idea of stealing from a child doesn't exactly make me feel proud. In fact, I haven't taken it from him yet, and I already feel totally ashamed. But Gina's life and a foul-mouthed parrot are in jeopardy, so I better go for it.
Ai, ai, ai.
That snotty little brat! He almost bit my finger off!
Menino piranha. Bebê piranha. Conversar.
Okay, let's try again. Let me play your video game for a while? Guess that means no. Your father says you're a miniature lunatic. No, that just seems to amuse him. This is a waste of time. I should just leave him alone.
Tem que distrair com outra coisa para pegar isso aí. Talco, corrente, pássaro morto, não, só o bebum.
Great idea. If anyone could get this kid under his semi-opposable thumb and swipe the GPS, it's Little Demon. This could get ugly. I'd better be moving along.
Caiu aqui fora.
Something tells me those two are gonna get along just great. I hope it didn't break when it hit the ground. Nope, I guess the sand broke the fall and it's still as good as new. I'll sure miss Little Demon, but at least I got what I needed. Let's see if I can figure out how to use this contraption. Excellent. Now I just have to follow the instructions the GPS gives me, and sooner or later I'll find the hut. Let's see. I turn that way. I climb those rocks, then to the right. Now I go straight. Bingo! No doubt about it. This must be the hut. I knew I'd end up finding it. It's carved out of solid wood. It seems less angry than most of the tikis I've seen. Let's see if it looks the way I expect. Now there's no doubt about it. This could only be a witch doctor's hut. It's truly grotesque. It's somewhat reminiscent of a totem pole. Remember reading that they were used for almost everything in some cultures, from cradles for babies to battle shields, and even in ceremonial outfits. Something with so many uses can't just be left here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're it.
Casco de tartaruga. Aqui em cima é a Igreja dos Ossos.
Well, it's probably some sort of shrine. Man, I'd take one of the items here in this little keepsake box, but I really don't see what I could do with a collection of dusty bones. They just look like kitchen utensils at first, but then you start to wonder what's been cooked with them. Don't really need any Hawaiian Tupperware right now, but I'll keep it in mind. It looks like a primitive throne. Primitive and spooky, if you ask me. It's not that I'm afraid to, but what if it closes its mouth? It's most likely used for religious ceremonies, like a baptismal font. I think it weighs too much.
Mas era só para descobrir que era aqui. Agora tem que trazer o Kai. Feiticeiro.
Looks like a primitive cemetery. It doesn't even have a refreshment stand. This morning's been a real humdinger. I pushed Gina out of an airplane. I got a lemur sick. I've lied like there's no tomorrow, and I stole a toy from a child. In conclusion, I don't think I have any nerve left to start randomly desecrating graves.
Olá, mestre. Descobri.
Hi again, Kai.
Aloha, Brian. What's up?
Hey, I know where your grandpa's hut is now.
You pulling my leg, brah. How'd you find it? I remember it was practically impossible to reach.
Hey, I've never been that bad an explorer, and you must admit my sense of direction is pretty darn good. On the basis of the data you gave me, I began to walk northeast, paying proper attention to the direction of the sun's rays and using the reflections of the sunlight off the dewdrops as a guide. Little by little, the plant life differed. So I knew I was on the right path, thanks to the undulations the Pacific nor'easter causes in the leaves. At one specific location, I saw that the spider webs shifted their concentric patterns for others more hexagonal, an unmistakable sign that I was approaching some sort of human settlement. In the end, I followed the flight path of the native crow, because you said there were some graves by the hut, and voila! There was the hut.
You're one awesome brah. And to think that any other poacher would have needed a GPS to find it.
Oh yeah, there are some real dimwits out there. The hut is located a few hours away, so let's get hopping.
You'll have to hop on your own, brah. Without my prosthetic leg, I doubt I could get that far.
I'll just keep strolling around the island.
Aloha kaua, Brian. I'm just gonna keep meditating for a while.
I find it hard to believe the evil brat in that hut is the same person who sculpted this piece of art.
Se eu usar o detetor de metais por aqui.
Why didn't I think of that before? If the Rugrat has been using the prosthetic leg as a shovel, it may be buried near the turtle. Here it is. It's just the way Kai described it.
Tô aqui, sua perna. Vou lhe passar a perna.
I found your prosthetic leg.
Cowabunga, brah.
Now you can get up from that hammock. Your butt must have a nasty hammock imprint by now.
Well, yeah. Actually, my other leg is totally asleep too. Maybe I should keep meditating for a while, brah, to see if it wakes up. But hey, I owe you one.
Actually, why don't we go to your grandpa's hut to revive the parrot?
All right, brah, but keep it cool. Hurrying is for the weak of bladder and bad burglars. You can't imagine how many memories this brings back, brah. The throne, the tikis, the turtle shells. By the way, did I tell you that my kapuna discovered an underwater tunnel that goes beneath the island? Turns out the sea turtles pass through it to reach the lake and enjoy mating season, 'cause...
Kai, could you explain this to me some other day? If we wait too long, poor Aolani may end up with a terminal case of life ache.
Maybe you're right. Wait a sec. I'm gonna put on my working gear.
Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't doze off while he's changing.
Bad news, brah.
Man, that was speedy.
I can't find my kapuna's grammarium anywhere.
Grammarium?
Yeah, his book of spells. That's where his poultry reviving spell is. So if we don't find it, I can't get Aolani to snap out of it. Maybe we should split up to search around.
All right, where do you want me to look?
I got it. You search the physical plane of existence, brah, and I'll explore the spiritual side. I'm gonna start meditating right away to see if I can find it.
Man, is he a lazy bum or what? Well, better get down to searching. With all the great scenery around here and I'm staring at graves? No, if I want to invoke the dead someday, I'll use a Ouija board. It's so much less tiring than digging.
Então, vou ter que acordar o cara pra perguntar.
Yeah, I'll wake him up.
Se ele não quer procurar sem pistas.
Kai? Kai? Kai?
Yikes! Hey, brah. How's it hanging?
Were you meditating or did you just zonk out?
Both, brah. Being unconscious is meditation, and dreams are wisdom. In fact, I was on the verge of merging my Wailua with the spectral image of the grammarium, and... if you hadn't interrupted me, what were you saying, bro?
Could you tell me about your grandpa's book of spells?
Sorry, I'm a bit shaky on the waves today, bro. But that always happens when I get back from the astral plane. Just now, I was gazing at the statue of the poultry god, standing in the Tiki temple. It's awful that those soldiers took over a site that was so sacred to my people. What do you want to know about the grammariums?
Could you describe your average grammarium for me?
There's not like a general rule, brah. Every kahuna makes and decorates his grammarium whatever way he wants. However, the more it weighs, the better, because that means it's got lots of spells inside. My kapunas was pretty lightweight, but he won several intra-insular design competitions thanks to those metal book covers.
É, metal. Então tenho que usar o catador de metal.
There's no special place where grammaria are usually stored?
You never store grammarium, brah. A good kahuna is always supposed to keep it on him, until death and beyond.
So it's probably inside your grandpa's coffin.
Well, yeah, now that you say so, that would explain why it's not sitting around.
Well, getting back to our previous topic, see ya. Sorry for disturbing your spiritual search.
Don't sweat it, brah. I can shift between the material and metaphysical planes faster than a tidal wave. And anyway...
Kai said the book covers were made of metal, and what better place than a grave to store it? Not here.
Agora essa música de fundo parece do Gabriel Knight.
Here neither. Bingo. Looks like one of those fake body parts that seem to be a prominent feature of Kai's family may have set it off, but it's more likely to be his grandpa's book. Sure, I dug up Kai's prosthesis with my bare hands, but this is no sandy beach. It's rock-hard soil, and the book could be more than 3 feet under. I don't think my manicure can handle that. This isn't exactly the handiest shovel, but it'll do the trick for digging. The truth is, my stomach is a bit upset over the idea of what I might find in there. I wish I didn't have to look while I dig. Hey, this isn't gonna be pretty, so,
O Escovinha que reclamou de cena do filme anterior, do episódio 1.
I finally made it to the coffin. Let's open the lid respectfully.
Agora aqui não mostra a cena forte.
Oh, shoot, it broke. Whoa, this guy sure got hit with the ugly stick. And he's missing an arm, just like Kai mentioned. So where's the book? I'm not seeing it. Oh, ugh. They must have placed it over his chest. But for obvious reasons, it gradually fell a bit lower. And now it's caged between several ribs. I guess it's time to operate. Ooh, don't hit the funny bone. Take out his spare rib for $0. Well, the real prize here is getting Keeney's grammarium. Ugh, it's covered with maggots. Down, you beast! Okay, here goes. Keeney Papamoa's grammarium. This is one bodacious old book. And now, let's hand it over to Kai. Wait a minute. If I don't give it to him, the parrot will die all the way. But if I do give it to him, he'll know I opened his grandpa's grave, and then I'll be in yet another mess. Well, I'll just have to risk it.
Brah, I was just about to go looking for you. My kapuna talked to me in my dreams and told me something majorly bad. His grave has been robbed and they took the book. We have to find the thief ASAP and give him what he deserves.
Huh? Oh yeah, of course. I guess there must be some clue about who could have committed such an atrocity, isn't there?
Yeah, sure. And I'm not surprised you're afraid. It was one of those lame soldiers.
A soldier?
Yeah, brah. The only thing my Gramps could see was the criminal's clothing. It was green camouflage, like the color of a turtle shell. And on top of everything, they swiped the grammarium. Why are you smirking, brah? Something funny?
No, of course not. Well, yeah, 'cause a minute ago I managed to get the grammarium back from that soldier. I surprised him when he was running away, and I was so appalled that I really smacked him up good. What pigs. They don't even respect graves.
Amazing, brah. You are stoked with so much luck. Thank you so much. My family and I are indebted to you. We have to take the grammarium to my grandfather as soon as possible.
Wait, Kai. I'm sure your grandfather would be proud if you used his grammarium one last time.
You're right, brah. There's some sick poultry in need. Come on, give me the grammarium and go put Eolani in the basin. I thought I'd never see it again. Let's see if I could find the spell. Voila! Guinea Papamoa's poultry reviving spell. Hold bird carefully and remove feathers. Take 2 lemons, 1 mango, 3 coconuts, and a millstone. And stick them up the bird's wazoo. Firmly grip a sharp knife and dice the bird into small pieces, as if preparing a chicken salad sandwich. Then bring to a slow boil until bird bursts back to life.
Stay still, Birdie.
Did it work? I did it.
Man, Kai, unbelievable. I'm taking it straight to Lokilani in case it has a relapse.
I'm a true kahuna. Knife's gonna freak.
See you later, pal.
Okay, brah. Ipili mau na pomaika I meoe.
I was wrong about you, Kaimi. You are a dear.
Well, like I said, those drunken lemurs had taken over the
Uh-huh.
sea cliff, but I got the courage. But
Close your little mouth. Let's go to my place.
nice hut.
Weren't you in a hurry? Okay, off with your clothes.
My clothes?
You don't think you'll look like a scientist in that, do you?
Yeah, but why? Are you taking off yours?
Shut up, silly, and come here.
What are you gonna do?
Chicken salad!
No, I'm not sure if this is necessary.
First rule of movie makeup artistry. The actor's face must be completely relaxed, and you are really tense. I know how to loosen you up, though.
Just a minute there. You sure seem happy. Gina's disappeared. We don't even know whether she's alive, if she's a prisoner. Nothing.
Hey, don't listen to that guy. You can't pass up an opportunity like this.
You had to, so you did it.
Ignore him.
It just doesn't seem right to me, and you hardly know that girl in there, and...
Come on now. Didn't we talk about how there are times in life when you have to know how to say...
Hey, what the heck?
Kaimi, get in here.
When the times get tough, the tough get a little crazy.
Stop messing around. We've got a lot of work to do.
Oh.
Come on, sit down. I'll start by cutting your hair.
No way. I've been letting it grow for months.
Look, Do you want to look like the guy in the picture or not?
Yeah, but...
But nothing. By the way, this may be a good time for you to explain why we're doing all this, don't you think?
You're right. It's the least I owe you, but get ready, because it'll take a while. My friend Gina wanted to visit Mullah Island, so this morning we woke up early to...
Perfect. My former boyfriend Zabi's clothes fit you like they were tailor-made. Do Naguki's glasses bug you?
No, we seem to have the same lens prescription.
Yeah, his eyesight wasn't really that bad. But since he was a physics student and a boring, shy bookworm, they looked right on him.
Yeah, I know some guys like that. Well then.
Wait a sec. That suitcase there used to belong to Hyun, my Korean ex. I threw some clothes in, just in case they examine your personal belongings when you enter the camp. Now you're just perfect. Oh, are you leaving already?
Yeah, I have no time to waste. Goodbye and thank you for, everything.
Thanks to you, Kaimi.
By the way, don't forget to tell Joshua to wait for me at Alawala Cove. And remember, when the real Pignon gets here...
Don't worry. I'll know what to do.
Yes. See you soon.
Mwah.
Bonjour. My name is Pierre Pignon.
Yes, sir, but not that I don't trust you, sir, but you can never be careful enough.
But of course, soldier.
Correct. Welcome, Professor. Marine Zachariah O'Connor, at your orders. I'm completely at your service, Professor.
Is everything in order? Alors, to the camp.
So, I finally managed to infiltrate the military camp.
In other words, the girl did a nice job on you.
How do you know that? I mean, what job are you referring to?
The makeup, silly. What else could I mean?
Phew. Well, anyway, this Lokelani took the cosmetics and some clothes to the bar. Did my makeup real fast, and then afterwards I changed behind some bushes and...
Okay. I can tell there's something you don't want to tell me. Just explain what happened when you sneaked into the camp, will you?
All right. It's a miracle I'm alive, Sushi. The whole thing made a 180-degree turn, and nothing had prepared me for what was waiting inside. What I did figure out fast was that they were desperately awaiting Pignon's arrival. No sooner did I set down the suitcase in my tent than O'Connor told me the colonel was requesting to meet with him immediately. I tried not to get nervous. If Kordsmeyer recognized me, my fate could be sealed. And when I got to his tent...
Vai mudar de capítulo. Capítulo 3. Mais simples do que uma ameba. Ameba é uma sigla. A-M-E-B-A.
You look so different, Professor. I didn't remember you being so young.
You know, we French have the magnifique skin creams.
Oh, you Europeans. Fancy a cigar? Havana's finest. Sent straight from Guantanamo by my old pal, Colonel Chesed.
Merci, but I do not smoke.
All the better for me, because I ain't got much tobacco left. My last shipment got dropped by parachute, but the wind blew it off course, and my men can't find it.
You should to smoke un peu less, Monsieur le Colonel.
I'm twice your age, Professor, so save your advice for the younger whippersnappers. Flower pot?
Yes, my colonel?
Tell Chapman everything's ready. Send him in. Professor, I'm gonna put my cards on the table. They say you're the best contactor around since Simon retired. And if I remember right, you were his right-hand man in Operation Platypus Dream.
Ah, oui, now I remember. That was so funny.
A jolly good old time you had, huh? Ha! Who could have known there'd be a rock slide right during the exchange? If they hadn't whipped out that amazing weapon. Simon already christened it as... what was it again?
Ah, oui. I began to remember. Truly magnifique.
The NG-0. It vaporized those rocks instantaneously. That's what I call a weapon of mass destruction. Damn, we need one of those.
Well, I do not know if I have one chez moi.
Don't be silly, Professor. You're looking a bit too relaxed. I don't want you getting comfy. Like I said, I need you to activate the amoeba. And yes, I know Simon is the only man to achieve that from our side, but the old guy is MIA. In summation, we lost all contact with our guests, which makes us believe there have been technical difficulties. I don't want to spook you, but if we don't activate the amoeba soon, we could lose them forever. I assume you understand how serious this matter is.
Sacre bleu, I imagine something like this.
I can't quite figure out your accent, Professor. Louisiana?
Moi? But I am French, monsieur.
Oh yeah, France. Great generals, the French. Julius Caesar, Napoleon, Don Quixote. Chapman, it's about time.
Sir.
Professor Pignon, this is Lieutenant Colonel Chapman, my second in command. He'll take you to your workspace and give you the procedural briefcase. You'll start working immediately, and I'll let you do so by yourself, as your damn agency's rules ordain. However, I'll be watching your progress up close, and I hope you bring me some good news soon. Open the amoeba, and everything will go just fine.
This way, Professor. Careful with the stairs. Please don't fall behind, Professor. Okay, Professor, here you are.
Ooh la la, c'est magnifique.
This was the first room the archaeologists excavated. The public only had access to the Tiki Temple room, and they made this room into their center of operations. It's shameful the way we evacuated them out of there, and with no prior warning or reasonable explanations. We used to act with decency and honor.
Ah oui, I remember. With the major decency.
I'll leave the procedural briefcase here for you. Inside the computer on that desk is all the information gathered about the amoeba by Simon in the past few years, before his sudden departure. Anyway, I know you're aware of this, but let me insist about the catalyzing glove. As you know, the original was accidentally broken during the dream of the hippocampus, and the budget to make this replica was more than all the lunar missions combined. So don't forget, protect that glove with your life.
Do not worry, Monsieur Chapman. Merci for reminding me.
Don't thank me. As you know, I merely obey orders I disapprove of. Well, Professor, I'll let you work. God help you.
Au revoir.
O segundo em comando não gosta nada desse projeto.
Bizarre présence, Chapman. He's so decent and has so many catalyzing gloves. Plus, he seems a bit paranoid, like he thinks Codsmire. Hey, why do I keep using that French accent if nobody's around? Anyway, Codsmire's got another thing coming to him if he thinks I'm gonna sit here and open up amoebas. As if I had time for games. The important thing is I'm here, and now I'm free to roam around the camp, find out where they're holding Gina, and escape on Knife's motorboat full speed ahead. Watch out, Army. Here I come.
I thought we had an understanding, Professor. When you open up the amoeba, you'll be free to do as you wish. But in the meantime, your place is here, in this room.
Oh, man. The thing is, I take the 15 daiquiris in the boat, and since there's no lavatory, I have the need of doing le pipi.
Give it up, Professor. Even though I can see you perfectly, I can't hear you.
No? And if I want to the 1-2 punch on the face?
I repeat, I cannot hear you. So please shut your mouth and get down to work.
Well, I guess this means he can't hear me.
That's better, Professor. Don't forget, I'm watching you.
Let's see what I can cook up to get out of here now. And fast, because Pignot might arrive at any moment. I hope Lokelani can keep him stalled at the beach.
Hey, Lokelani? How long do you say they'd take to pick me up?
I hope long enough for me to get to know you, Professor. May I call you Pierrot?
Yes, but maybe I'd better head for the camp on my own, no?
You could wait in my hut and change out of those sweaty clothes.
That's a tempting offer, but... Oh, I'm in a bit of an hurry, and I...
Silence.
Oui, madame.
I have confidence in her, abilities. So, let's get down to work.
Então é isso. Por hoje vamos ficando por aqui. O Exol Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.